NASCAR's big new event of the year happened at Naval Base Coronado in San Diego. We'll break down the event, Corey Heim's surprise first career Cup win, and if we think NASCAR needs to go back to San Diego in the future. I'm Alex. Alongside me is Zack. This is the Gay Racing Podcast. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride.
It's so nice of NASCAR to celebrate by having this huge event in San Diego. Am I right,
guys?
Yes. I saw so many flags everywhere. I don't know what kind of pride flag it was, but I saw so many flags.
They had the wrong pride flag. Maybe it's a sexual orientation I'm not aware of, or a gender identity, you know?
I'm just saying, if they have the Chicago street race in June next year, girl, I know what I need to be. I need to be seeing rainbows all over the place. I'm just saying.
Please. If you want to celebrate Pride in a racing way, we did an episode with Alyssa Moore, aka G Wiz. She is a stock car driver. She's also in the LGBTQ plus community, and she is a successful DJ. Very cool story. Hope you'll check that out. It's on YouTube and the podcast platforms as well. Should be the episode right before this. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about Corey Heim winning the inaugural San Diego race. And oh my gosh, how cool was that?
Like, you know, going into the weekend, it's like, okay, SVG is going to win. Like, sure, he got wrecked out. We'll talk about that later. I don't know if Corey Heim was like in the top 5 of like expected winners of this race.
Like, yeah, 2311, but awesome. They were running in the top 4, top 5 all together.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to win. Impressive.
So impressive. It reminds me a little bit of like the first Chicago race, and SVG just out of nowhere won it.
But Corey Heim's not necessarily known for road course prowess, right?
No.
There was talk throughout the broadcast about how good he is at saving his tires. And I didn't really know that about him. I've watched him win a lot of truck races, of course, but he's really good at saving tires, apparently. And this track, a lot of the drivers were saying it was really hard on the tires. It was like, I think it was Ryan Preece described it as Darlington, but as a road course.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is pretty cool.
I mean, it's all the old like street surfaces and then the weird like tarmac that they have on like the runway. It's just a cheese grater. It got better as the race went on because the track got rubbered up. But just the 2311 cars in general, I'm almost wondering if they had something like mechanic or setup related that really helped them with their tire wear, because it's not a coincidence that all 4 cars are in the top 5. And like, you know, Reddick's the only one that's really known as a road course racer. You know, the driver still executed it, but the 2311 cars were clearly kind of in another league yesterday. Larson was the only one really.
Well, Bubba Wallace came from 2 laps down.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy.
Yeah.
He was always notoriously bad, and he's put a lot of work in, but still the 2311 cars were really good. Riley Herbst was up in the top 5 too.
They have one of the ex iRacing pro drivers doing sim work for them, and I remember there was a story about how they helped Tyler Reddick win the 2023 COTA race. So I'm almost wondering, because really to prepare for this race, drivers and teams, they had to rely on the sim work. I wonder, his name's Keegan Leahy. I wonder if that kind of played into it, because I mentioned that yesterday on Twitter. But Corey Heim specifically, to bring it back to him though, I know Corey Heim's a good driver. I don't know if it's because of the tire saving. Every single race I see him in the truck, in the cup race, he just is so like, he never really makes mistakes.
Right.
Like, he never really makes big mistakes. Like, he'll get caught up in stuff, sure, but even like in his cup starts, he's been making cup starts since 2024. He's always like just done exactly what you want him to do. Just kind of run laps, complete laps. He's had some time up front, like at Texas. I can't believe it. Remember we talked about Texas? He knows what it's like. A lot of laps at
Texas.
He knows what it's like to be at the front of the field. This could help him win one day. It's like I didn't think it was going to be this soon.
Well, with how long it's taken a lot of these rookie drivers to get acquainted to the next gen car, it's really impressive how good he already is. And yeah, again, 2311, they have really good cars right now, but still, it's super impressive. The fact that he was even in contention to win at San Diego, but just how good he's been in general in his select cup starts. This is his 13th career start, which, by the way, if that sounds familiar, first win in 13 race. Jimmy Johnson also won in his 13th career start. And this is also his first road course race in Cup.
His first street course, at least. It might be his first road course.
He didn't qualify for the Chicago street race last year.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's one of the drivers that skipped O'Reilly. He's kind of like Carson Hocevar, similar to Hocevar. He kind of got up to speed in the Cup car really quickly. It's kind of adding to the debate of like, if you're going to develop a driver, do it in trucks, because it's,
which sucks, because the truck series, as we saw, sucks. And it's such a shame that the O'Reilly series is so good. Like, the product is overall pretty good, but it does not correlate to Cup at all. Yeah. And that's obviously, we've seen that with Connor Zilisch. SVG said on Dale Jr.'s podcast this past week that he wishes he didn't even do Xfinity O'Reilly for that year. He just kind of wasted time there.
That's why these 3 kind of like part-time years of with 2311 for Corey Heim have been really good, in my opinion, because he's going into the Cup car next year. It's like, yeah, he'll be a rookie next year, but like, is he really going to be a rookie? He's not going to feel like a rookie in a way, because he already has
a really good understanding.
Yeah, because Zilisch only did like a handful of starts last year before going full-time this year. I think more teams might look at Corey Heim and be like, maybe instead of like having this driver in O'Reilly, maybe we should just have a part-time team and we have them make some starts at some select Cup races. Like, I think
I don't know if they can anymore with the charter system, because the 4th 2311 car isn't a chartered car. Because I remember Hendrick Motorsports did that with Chase Elliott for the 25 car. But that was before the charters. I don't know if they can do that. They'd have to like run they'd have to do like through Trackhouse or something.
Well, yeah, if they have 4 teams, they would have to have some, which they probably would anyways. I mean, Hendrick Hendrick, they're using Spire and the truck series to develop the driver, so it is what it is. But yeah, Corey Heim, first career win, gets it before Connor Zilisch. Like, third, isn't that the third time this year we have a first time winner, because Ty Gibbs and Hocevar. Interesting. It's kind of like 2011 all over.
We are entering a transitional period for NASCAR. We've talked about this before. Like, we're leaving the playoff era. We're entering the Chase rebirth era. We're kind of in this transitional thing where we're doing less experimental things, but we still have San Diego. We're going back to Chicagoland, and we're at North Wilkesboro again, things like that. But we're also at a point where guys like Blaney, Elliott, Larson, they're about to be the old guys in a couple of years, which is weird to think about.
They kind of are now.
They kind of are. Like, it's really Logano, Brad, and Denny are the old guys.
Those are the old guys, yeah.
And
those
then
are the old guys.
The next tier are Larson, Blaney, Elliott, who have been around for over 10 years now.
Oh.
But my point being, we're at the new era. Ty Gibbs has won. Carson Hocevar's won. Corey Heim has now won. Connor Zilisch is in Cup. Next year, you're going to have Jesse Love in Cup, and you're going to have Brent Cruz eventually.
Yeah.
And Corey Heim, of course, will be full-time in Cup next year.
Yeah. They're coming up fast.
We're at a new era, you guys.
They grow up so fast. They really do.
They do.
And Tyler Reddick is also just now, one of the veterans, and he had a really great battle with Corey Heim yesterday. And there was a moment of respect shared between them, because Reddick he kind of cooked the entry too hard into one of the turns and doored Heim, and he kind of gave up the battle and let him go. He said after the race, he raced him how a teammate should. We kind of talked about this yesterday. See, that's the NASCAR fan police, because some people might not like how Reddick didn't go for the win as hard. Because imagine if this was last year and like a win is going to be like a guaranteed 5-10 playoff points or whatever, right? Is Reddick going to give up that win as easily, like ignoring the fact that his tire went down? Like, what do we think?
Right. I think a year ago, and Reddick's a clean driver. I don't know if this would be the case, but I think he'd be more willing to get himself wrecked with Corey Heim because of the playoff format. Because, well, if I wreck, who cares?
Right.
But if I wreck him, who cares? I get the win, But now with this playoff format, of course, he did blow a tire, so it ultimately didn't matter either way. But if he was trying to be more clean, his teammate would still go on to win the race, but he would still settle with second place. didn't work out that way with the tire. But I think he was more clean in part because of the chase format, because he's in a tight battle with Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
And Denny Hamlin is now even closer because of the blown tire.
Yeah, this was an opportunity for Reddick to really...
He was going to be like plus 50 or 40 over Hamlin if he stayed second.
Yeah, this was an opportunity race to get, because this is Hamlin's, the only weak part of Hamlin's game are these road courses, and these were the last 2 weeks, and one of them's gone, and Reddick's almost lost the points lead already. But we'll take a look at points later. But I love that battle though, because it was
me too. It was great.
It's just a good sign of respect from Reddick. I think Reddick knows, Heim was faster than him anyways at that point. You don't want to wreck your teammate when he's faster than you anyways.
And before that, before Corey Heim even got to Tyler Reddick, he had to get around Carson Hocevar. And listen, we don't do Slay of the Week that often anymore, but I'm giving Slay of the Week to Corey Heim. Not for the win. That's great. He actually dealt with Carson Hocevar.
And this is only his 13th Cup race.
A part-timer is who had to deal with that guy.
I mean, seriously.
Gave him a taste of his own medicine. And then he goes on Twitter, Corey Heim does, and uses a Carson Hocevar quote saying, because Carson Hocevar said, well, if they're in my way, they should get out of my way. Corey Heim used that clip. Yeah.
And there's so many mad Hocevar fans. And I'm just like, are you serious?
That's how he races. Come on. You got to embrace how your guy drives if you can't take the heat, get out of here.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why it's like, as soon as that happened, I was just like, I bet that, because Corey had I don't think he went into that corner doing that intentionally, of course. It's just, you're not gonna, if the 77 checks up in front of you, you're not gonna feel bad if you accidentally wreck them. And that goes for basically everyone in the field. Yeah. That's the thing about Hocevar, that, this is the first of, I think, many moments coming up where it's like, whoa, your reputation has consequences, right? Yep. And Hocevar had a great weekend. He started second. He apparently was training with SVG all week, or maybe they're just goofing off on iRacing. I couldn't tell from the broadcast, if they were talking about iRacing or actual sim work. But yeah, he was really fast. Carson said he likes the street courses more than the actual road courses. But yeah, it kind of sucks for him to get taken out. But Carson said after he liked being competitive anyways, so it's not that big of a deal.
But seriously, that needs to happen more often. If you want to deal with Carson Hocevar, do that more often.
Just run him over. What's he going to do?
He's going to do it to you. Do it to him.
That's the thing.
Corey Heim probably owed him one, because Corey Heim notoriously is known for not liking Carson Hocevar.
Cost him a truck.
Well documented. Yeah.
Oh. And, some people are like, he should let that go. Okay, and yes, it was the playoff format, but it was a truck championship in Corey Heim. It was a season where he won, I don't know, 8 races or something, 2023. I just don't feel bad for Hocevar in this moment at all.
No, not at all.
Be interested to see how the story develops.
So for me, I love this win for a multitude of reasons. So I'm a Corey Heim fan.
It was a cool story.
Awesome.
Corey Heim is he's a cool driver to root for, and to, I was so nervous in the closing laps, hoping we didn't get a caution, because that is just a cool story. And it's something that we get at these street courses, because they are just these weird tracks that the veterans, they're not going to have an advantage, right? The experience isn't going to have an advantage. We almost saw a first time winner in the truck race as well, Tyler Reif, I believe. So it's just really cool to see, kind of like SVG of Chicago a few years ago, this event kind of highlighted by a brand new winner. It's really cool.
So Patreon member Josh said, congrats to Corey Heim for winning his first career race earlier than anyone expected. It is cool to see a part-time driver win in a cup race. In parentheses, kind of reminds me of Brian Vickers at New Hampshire in 2013, in parentheses. And it is a scary warning to the rest of the field when this guy gets more and more comfortable with the cup car. I agree.
I mean, he already basically outperforms Riley Herbst, in his select races.
Yeah. If not, he's running right on par with them. So I remember at Kansas, they were racing with each other the whole day.
Because Riley has been having a good season.
He's having a much better year.
Yeah. He's 24th in points. We'll look at that later. But Corey Heim, he's making the chase next year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, way too early to really predict.
The Rookie of the Year battle next year is going to be him and Jesse Love, which sounds cool on paper, but the 21 car is not nearly as good. And Jesse Love has been in the O'Reilly series rather than the trucks, which is more comparable to Cup.
Yeah. And
Corey Heim's going to make the chase, while Jesse Love might struggle to be top 30 in points, unfortunately, next year.
And unfortunately for Jesse, I don't think he's going to get any Cup starts this year. RCR is not looking to really develop him.
Blocking him from doing that,
Yeah, and that's really, truck is great. Even if Jesse Love was in trucks, a big part of Corey Heim's success are those starts that he's been making since 2024. It's just not... It's hard to be excited for Jesse Love, which I am excited for.
I'm very excited. I like Jesse Love a lot, but...
Yeah, we do have a good crop of new young drivers. I like cool. The Blaney and the Larsons too, but this, I don't know. They're just, maybe it's because they're legitimately kids to us because they are younger than us now. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what, they're literally just kids.
Yeah.
So goofy. So silly. Jesse and Connor just make me giggle. They're just literally silly. Yeah.
Did you see Connor Zilish said his first word was SpongeBob?
Of course it is. Weren't they on some Straight Boy podcast?
They were.
The Straight Boy it was probably the Straight Boy podcast.
Yeah. I listened to that. It was a really good episode, I thought.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about some other highlights from this race. Shane Van Gisbergen got taken out on a restart crash. Zack, did Austin Hill cause that?
When you first look at it, yes. And, if Austin Hill didn't miss the corner, that crash doesn't happen. But I want to play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Because SVG yesterday, first of all, he was just really aggressive yesterday. I don't know if he played the race. SVG, his playbook at road courses, stage 1 and 2, he kind of uses that as practice sessions, I feel like.
Yeah.
He figures out what exactly he needs. Because he might not dominate stage 1 and 2 at a lot of road course races. Stage 3 at any road course race, he takes off. He was kind of playing that yesterday, right? He decided to take it 3 wide on a restart in stage 2. And I'm wondering if that kind of caused Austin Hill to enter the corner a little bit more shallow, mess up the entry, and cause that wreck. That really hard wreck out of turn 1 that junked a lot of cars, including SVG, including Connor Zilish.
Poor Connor Zilish.
And this was
get his white ass to Funky Town for once. Just once.
Can a white boy finish a race? That's another thing I want to say about Corey Heim. I'm just he's just a white boy. When I look at him, he's just a white boy. Anyway. But yesterday was a big opportunity race for Zilish yesterday because he's been having a miserable rookie season. But the 4 shining hopes in this season were the 4 road course races, and
only one left.
There's only one left. In yesterday, I mean, we think about the storyline being, someone gets their first career win. It was supposed to be Connor Zilish yesterday doing that, right?
Yeah.
And this wreck sucks, and we saw a wreck similar in O'Reilly. I hate seeing a wreck like that, right off a restart, because it just feels so unnecessary. I don't know if SVG really had to peak it 3 wide. Yes, he backed out of it, but I think it still kind of set Austin Hill off his rhythm, or not his rhythm because they just restarted, but off his game for turn one, and they crashed. I'm not trying to put it on SVG. I'm kind of putting it on everyone involved except Zilish. Zilish was legitimately the innocent bystander. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks. Yeah. So, but I don't know if other people, it's going to be easy to blame Austin Hill, but it's kind of stupid. That wall is weird because they don't have a reference for it. So they either, and you don't want to cut it too close. So maybe Austin Hill at that moment, I don't know, he hadn't been leading much all day. Maybe he overcompensated, left a little bit too much space.
Yeah,
but it just sucks we tore up so many cars. That's the thing about the thing about San Diego this weekend. I don't like how many cars we tore up.
Yeah, I definitely have things to say about that here in a bit. This is one of my favorite topics we're talking about today. Former F1 driver Kevin Magnussen was in the Project 91 car, and he and Noah Gragson kind of got into it. The first thing I saw of this was just an onboard video of Magnussen's car. He just wrecked Gregson. And you know what? Hell yeah.
Before seeing any footage, I was already on K-Mag's side before I saw any footage.
Yeah.
But I like just knowing Noah Gragson, I'm like, Kevin Magnussen probably had a point. An F1 driver versus Noah Gragson? I wonder who's in the wrong here. Now, if it was Grosjean, I would have been like, oh, I need to see, we need to see some footage.
I need some data here real quick.
First of all, this is the second time this episode we're talking about a part-time entry causing being aggressive. So I love that. The other one won the race. But K-Mag and NASCAR is a combination I did not know we needed. Because, and I saw this tweet, at Not Fifth Gear on Twitter said, it's like watching a fish in water, which I'm going to start using now. It's like watching a fish in water. K-Mag needs to be in more NASCAR races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. It seemed like he had a good time. I liked his quote. It was a post-race interview. He said, yeah, respect to everyone out there except that one guy.
Except that one guy. He said
doesn't even know who
radio.
That is.
He's like, I don't know who this guy is in front of me, but he's blocking me or something. Noah was all over the track. Like, he deserved to get dumped.
And Noah got up in K-Mag's face and asked, what the hell's your problem? I wish K-Mag would have dropped the infamous line that I don't know if we can say on here.
Yeah, he said it to Hulkenberg a few years ago or something.
Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know.
We're not going to. So
let's not do that. Especially with our podcast name, we probably can't say that.
We're good. He's going to tell him to suck. He's going to tell him he sucks.
So Patreon member Finley says, Kevin Magnussen made Noah Gragson look like the biggest dweeb ever. I really think Gragson lost a lot of momentum, headed his way toward maybe stealing that RCR ride out from Austin Hill's nose. Let's talk about that in a second. K-Mag shipped him to Abu Dhabi in their confrontation after the race. I don't know how anybody can take Noah seriously after that.
I do not want.
Have you seen that?
Abu Dhabi. Have I seen what?
Gregson being connected to RCR?
Yeah, I've seen like those rumors. The thing about that is Austin Hill has a lot of momentum right now.
Yeah, he won the O'Reilly race. Austin Hill did.
Yeah, and just filling in for Kyle Busch, I feel like he's done a really good job at, doing the best out of a horrible situation. He's stepped up and brought that third. Well, I mean, he's had some, this is the second straight cup race. He's had some mistakes, actually, now that I say that. But still, in general, though, I feel like he is kind of developing as a cleaner, more consistent driver.
I do wonder, this is more speculation territory. I wonder, since Josh Berry's available, there's not a lot of rides open, if they wouldn't go with Josh Berry, or if Josh Berry will go to the RCR O'Reilly team, because Jesse Love is leaving, and if Austin Hill goes to Cup, that RCR team's empty.
That's true. Yeah, they have two drivers leaving. If you think about it like that, they have two seats open RCR. If you kind of think about it.
Yeah. So my assumption is that Josh Berry is going to end up there in some capacity in RCR. Yeah. I don't know where, who, what team, but that's my prediction. I don't know anything.
I feel like I think Austin Hill is going to stay in the 33 next year, though, like seniority in a way, because I think he's kind of ready for Cup. Like, I think because he has a lot of experience, kind of like Corey Heim. He's made a lot of part-time Cup starts.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. Yeah. Even if it ends up like how Justin Allgaier Cup career went, and he's just only there for like a couple of years, he can go back to O'Reilly.
I mean, I think for the next year, because I don't want Noah Gragson in my car. I don't think Richard Childress wants Noah Gragson in his car.
That's what I want to bring back up, because on I think it was Dale Jr.'s podcast, he was talking about all the silly season stuff. The Jesse Love thing was being rumored to Wood Brothers. That was all being rumored. And Dale just kind of went through all the list. And he's like, Noah Gragson was linked to go to the 19 car at Gibbs when Truex left and Bass Pro really wanted him. But I guess Joe Gibbs said no. We're going to go Chase Briscoe instead. I just found that very funny. And then this happens a week later. Yeah.
Josh Berry, put him in the O'Reilly car, RCR, and he'll win both Martinsville races. I'm just saying, like, he'll win all the short track races. That's
just like how Austin Hill wins Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta. Josh Berry could win Martinsville. Yeah,
Josh Berry, like, it sucks for me to say this because he is a Cup race winner, but I feel like his home is the O'Reilly series.
Yeah. Well, that's a racer's car.
That is a racer's car. Josh Berry is a racer.
I think that,
and he could honestly, he could actually challenge Allgaier in that series if I really think about it. So yeah. I don't know, depending on equipment. But you know,
I do have a note here about K-Mag and Noah Gragson from our friend Jackson Todd. Kevin Magnussen scored 11 points in his Cup debut, while Noah Gragson has scored 11 points or more in only 7 races this year.
I'm not going to lie. I forget Noah Gragson is even in most of these races. I see the 4 car and sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, that's Josh Berry. I still think that's Josh Berry sometimes.
Yeah.
K-Mag also got the fastest lap yesterday. I'm just saying.
He did.
It was when the track was all, rubbered up and it was, he had no traffic at the end, but still.
Yeah.
No, I want to see him in a race again. I hope it happens because he's made for NASCAR. He fit right in, fish and water.
So I have thoughts. Should San Diego or the Coronado base, should that be on the schedule next year? Adam Stern posted that NASCAR is interested in coming back next year.
I feel like we might actually have differing opinions on this, but we'll see how this goes because, well, I'm a little split in the middle. Let's just talk about the weekend because my first thought, what I really didn't like about this weekend was the Truck and O'Reilly races, and the racing itself was really great. The Truck and the O'Reilly races had really good battles for the win and just throughout the race. NASCAR stock cars on a street course, great racing.
Yeah.
But they should not be 4 hours long, 5 hours long. O'Reilly took 5 hours.
It's ridiculous.
No, that's ridiculous. We cannot be doing that. Yes, they tore up a lot of equipment. It got me thinking if maybe should the Cup Series be the only series racing at
I liked your idea that you texted me that they should have had IMSA be there on Saturday.
Instead of having O'Reilly or trucks be their support series, they could have IMSA or maybe even IndyCar, kind of like what they did at St. Pete, but backwards. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, the Truck Series, their 2 biggest races of the year have been both street races to me in terms of prestige. And I like the O'Reilly series at road courses because it's a more accessible way for international drivers to come, race in NASCAR. So it's great. Maybe they just need to make the races shorter. That's my other option. Mm-hmm. But besides I hate to push it aside. Besides them tearing up half of the cars, it was actually pretty well done in terms from the racing perspective. It wasn't I feel like Bristol Dirt the first year was the most unprepared NASCAR ever was with one of these new fresh events. Mm-hmm. But ever since then, with Chicago and Mexico, I feel like NASCAR on the competition aspect of it has done a really solid job coming prepared. I don't know if you agree or not.
I think this should be a one and done. I like the idea of it being a one and done for America's 250th birthday.
Yeah.
I understand what they were going for. I was doing my best to be interested because I knew this was going to be kind of a mess. The cautions take way too long in current NASCAR. The stages hurt a lot of the strategy, and those also kill 20 minutes for some reason each.
And on some of those restarts, that's when we junk the field on a stage restart.
Right.
Yeah.
And I tried to watch the truck race. I couldn't do it. I tuned out. I tried to watch the O'Reilly race, and I tuned out. I watched the Cup race, and I enjoyed the last 20 laps. I think this race should have been maybe half the distance that it was. It was not as long as I thought it was going to be. The Cup race was
because it was cleaner than expected.
It was a lot cleaner.
Besides that one big wreck, it was pretty clean.
I still think they should have trimmed 20 laps off of this thing.
75 laps is ridiculous.
But then
that course,
you do all the stage cautions, and then it's how many laps are we even racing anyway? But that's not the track's fault. I would much rather they do Chicago street course, which it sounds like it's plausible they could do both next year. The report, I believe it was Adam Stern that reported this, that NASCAR wants to do this on the 4th of July next year.
That would kind of be cool.
And then there was a local Chicago newspaper, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on who it was, but they said that they were looking at the weekend after Memorial Day for the Chicago street race next year. which would be much better fit for them than 4th of July.
Here's the problem I think NASCAR is going to run into. I think they want to come back to San Diego. I want them to come back to San Diego because I thought it was cool, and that's ignoring all the military stuff. Like, so our Patreon go ahead.
I think the military stuff, just to preface that, I understand why. I know a lot of our audience, specifically our audience, will probably be like uncomfortable with it. And, you know, it does get to a point where it's like, hoorah, what are we doing? Like, I get it. Especially the truck race. Fox,
yes. Oh my God, that was annoying. Yeah. But like they made it about the people, like them. They had the sailors like behind them at the prime desk, and one of them did the scuba dance. I was like, this is great.
But I get it. But if you do this again next year on 4th of July, it's going to feel so forced. You can't do this whole celebration of the military on what was supposed to be a unique 250th anniversary thing. You do it again next year, it's going to be so tacky.
I feel like I would agree with that. And that's
not even talking about the bracing product. I'm just talking about what the vibe is going to be.
I would agree with that if it wasn't on the 4th of July. Because think about it, wherever we go, 4th of July is going to have that kind of tacky USA feeling anyway.
But that's what, if that's the case, it should be a Memorial Day, which that's the 600.
Huh?
Memorial Day is for the military stuff.
Well, that's for the ones that like passed away, though. Like, I mean, like, you can just have it whenever, right? But anyways, like, I think I don't hate the idea of 4th of July. The actual problem I think NASCAR is going to run into is they want to do Chicago street course, they want to do San Diego, and they want to do Mexico. They want to go back to Mexico next year. They didn't this year because of the World Cup. That's 3 events that is a lot of logistical prepping. Now, Chicago won't be that much because I think they know what they're doing in Chicago at this point. They've run the event 3 times already. But Mexico is a whole logistical nightmare. San Diego in itself is kind of a logistical nightmare because, well,
it's on
dealing with the military.
Active military base.
Yes. So it's
the
like
guy who jumped the fence to go get an autograph from Sheldon Creed is probably facing federal charges.
Yeah.
For doing that.
Yeah.
Like
this is kind of the thing.
And just based on what people said about the at Track Experience, which we have a Patreon comment you were about to read earlier. I don't know. I haven't even talked about the racing product. I don't think the racing product is as great as you seem to think it is. I think they wreck too much. I don't think this track is good for NASCAR. I think IMSA could be interesting here. I think IndyCar could be interesting here.
Maybe
it needs to be a much shorter race or a shorter track layout, one or the other.
Because trucks at St. Pete were awesome, right? And like O'Reilly at Chicago's awesome. But I don't know if O'Reilly and trucks need to be, because this track is really difficult. Like I drove it on iRacing. Drivers themselves were saying it. Like, this is a really ridiculously hard track. It's just so bumpy. It's so easy to lose control of the car. Yeah. Maybe I feel like Cup is the only series that really needs to be here.
So let's talk about our Patreon comments from Chris Mississippi. What a cool weekend. Look, a lot of me wants to be cynical about the rah-rah America of it all with everything going on, but I laid that down this weekend and just enjoyed. Yeah. And I think that's how you should view this. I think it's understandable. And then Patreon member Edward was at the race. So this is our at the track reporter here.
Yeah.
Edward says, I attended this race, and boy, does NASCAR not know how to run logistics. During the Xfinity race, they ran out of drinks, in parentheses, not beer, and our food only had like 4 or 5 booths in each zone, which made the lines over an hour. Also sold out of almost all the merch for the race. So yeah, horrible. And it sounds like for Sunday, I think Ben Kennedy put out a tweet saying that they've really upgraded. They hired more people really quickly to get more of the higher demand that they expected. But yeah, that's a bummer.
That really sucks. I saw a lot of posts like that this morning, just complaining about the accessibility of the whole kind of event.
And I do wonder with the merch. Sorry to cut you off. No, I do wonder if more people were buying merch because this was their first time going to a NASCAR race.
Yeah,
because Ben Kennedy said that 67% of the ticket buyers were first-time NASCAR attendees. And it was from people from all 50 states and 17 countries.
Yeah. I mean, this was this was one of those events. Like, this wasn't a crown jewel race per se, but this felt like an event. And that's why I like San Diego, because it's also a race in Southern California. Like, people that haven't had a NASCAR race to go to locally, they had one this year, right? In Southern California. That's why I really wouldn't hate to see it again on the schedule, but which they would, if they have it again, they're going to get the logistics figured out, I assume, unless it's like the fact that they're on, because like they can't bring in, I don't think they can bring in outside food or drink, and any other restrictions that, you know, them being on a military base is going to cause.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, if they don't do it again, like if we have Chicago street course instead, that's fine. I'm glad we had it this year, because with no Mexico and with no Chicago, I think this year would have felt kind of empty without.
Definitely.
Because I wrote in the intro, it's like, this was NASCAR's event this year. Like, we have our crown jewel races, but this is NASCAR's kind of step into the public. It feels like to everybody else, you know.
Well,
like,
yeah, that's why, Zach, I think this should have been the All-Star race, because it's quirky. It should have only been like 10 or 20 laps. Let Fox go hoorah all out. Let them have their final race of the year be this.
No, ma'am.
And then it's the All-Star race, so it doesn't even matter.
No.
Yay.
No.
And it's the outreach event, which I think the Clash and the All-Star race should be what those events do.
Sure. But then you lose like the story of like Corey Heim winning, and
I agree.
I loved this weekend too, because we had practice on Friday, and felt like a weekend.
If they said, hey, next year we're making this the All-Star race, Dover gets his date back, how would you feel about that?
I would kind of be,
I'd be like, okay.
I want the All-Star race at Bowman Gray, and if it's not there, I don't want it. Or Charlotte. I want it. Yeah.
I think you liked the quality of the race much more than I did. Like, it was a good race on Sunday, but I think overall they could nix O'Reilly, they could nix Truck, make this race like 40 laps shorter. Then I'd be like, okay, sure, do it again. But I'm not going to be like, yay. I'm going to be okay.
They're going to go back to Mexico. They're going to go back to Chicago. I don't know. Again, I don't know if they can fit San Diego into the schedule. If they go to Mexico,
that was the story a year ago too. How are they going to fit all these races? And then it turned out to only be San Diego.
Right.
So we're probably going to have that same problem again, unless they cut something like a Dover or an Iowa or something like that.
What gets cut if, like, assuming, I don't know, Chicago?
It should be a track with 2 dates, which Jordan Bianchi said a while back Las Vegas might be losing its second date, but that was going to be for something else. I forget what at the moment.
Right, because it's still like SMI and NASCAR, they still have to keep their, the amount of races equal, or not equal, but they can't just take a race from the other. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I like when a NASCAR race feels like an event, because we don't get that every year. And, just the new fans coming in to be at a NASCAR race, even if they're not there for the race, they're just there for the event. That's fine. I think it's cool. IndyCar makes an event out of a lot of their street races. NASCAR's starting to get better at it. I would like to see it more. Maybe it doesn't need to be in San Diego again, but it's an important part of the country. I'll be interested to see where it goes if we come back here in the future next year or not. But they're also going to go to new markets as well. There's probably other markets like Denver.
Denver gets talked about all the time.
That's where Jeff
with
Gluck
both
lives.
IndyCar and NASCAR.
Someone's going to happen. Someone's going to race at Denver. I don't know.
They're both trying to,
but Mexico and Chicago in a way almost feel more important. Well, maybe I don't know Chicago, but
I would say
as long as we have something. As long as we have something. I'm glad we had San Diego this year, because we had our big summer event in between, kind of like the 600 and the Brickyard 400. Like, this was our big summer event. It was awesome. I enjoyed watching.
I didn't like that Prime kept saying that this was like the biggest stage for NASCAR outside of the Daytona 500.
That was a little weird.
And they were pushing it as a crown jewel. I'm just like, I said that was Chicago, but it actually felt like that. It felt like an exhibition race to me.
I got the same crown jewel vibes, but not in the way it's in the way that the Bristol night race is a crown jewel. It's like, this is a really cool race. It's not the Brickyard 400. It's not but this is a really cool race. It's not a crown jewel. It's like right under them. It's the I don't know, what would you call it? It's the glitter. I don't know. It's the glitter under the crown. It's the glitter on the crown. It's not the jewels on the crown. It's the glitter on it. That's what it is. I don't know.
Let's pull up the point standing, Zach.
I would, but I forgot to look up the graphic. So I'm going to do that while you chat, I guess.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Tyler Reddick losing that tire at the end of the race after the battle Corey Heim. He only has an 8-point lead over Denny Hamlin now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so crazy, you guys. He was 100 some points ahead. Shane Van Gisbergen's no longer in the top 16. He's 5 points out. SVG, that's a big story. We were saying he was probably going to have big points days in San Diego and Sonoma. Well, San Diego's gone, and he's -5.
This is why we watch sports. You know, just when you think SVG's just going to win, you know, this is why we watch sports. And he flipped the stage yesterday. He forfeited stage points for track position, just so he could get involved in the wreck. So hindsight's 2020, but yeah, he got like 1 point yesterday. Like it's trying times for the 97 team.
Well, let's just kind of go through here. Our top 6 are the same as they have been. It's Reddick, Hamlin, Blaney, Larson, Gibbs, and Elliott. Chris Buescher is in 7th, Suarez, Hocevar, and Briscoe's up to 10th. Chase Briscoe is really making a charge after being around the cut line for quite a while. Bubba Wallace had a good finish, of course, after being 2 laps down. Really impressive for him.
Yeah, and he needed that.
He needed that.
We didn't mention Bell.
Yeah, let's talk about Bell. Wallace is +67. Christopher Bell's +60. He had Brent Cruz fill in for him after the first caution because of his injury from Michigan. Brent Cruz got in one of the crashes.
No, he had like a
right.
Well, he might have, but he had a gearbox failure or something.
Okay.
And according to Steve Letarte, it wasn't his fault. Because at first I was like, oh, did he money shift it? Did he like actually like? Because the shifting is different than in the O'Reilly cars, but the next gen shifting is easier than the O'Reilly cars, so it's hard to mess up. So, but
there were a lot of crashes. I guess it just blended together.
Yeah.
But Bell is +60. Brent Cruz, by the way, that's another point for the next gen that's coming in here. He's been talked about as Denny Hamlin's replacement in a few years.
You know, are you worried about Bell?
What do you mean?
Because like they were talking on the teardown that, you know, Bell didn't realize how not extensive, but Bell was like kind of too optimistic about his injury at Pocono. And, you know, we have another road course next week, which I think, you know, he's going to lose points next week. He's only 60 points above the cut line. Are you like, should I be worried?
He is a lot lower in points than I feel like he should be. I feel like he should be in that top 6 or so.
I mean, right. Just with all the bad luck he's had.
He's had a lot of weird bad luck. I don't know. I think he'll still make the chase just fine. But Sonoma, if that goes bad, like let's say he tries it and they don't put Brent Cruz in, or they start, Brent Cruz has something go wrong.
I mean, we saw Kyle Busch win Sonoma with like, you know, not 100% leg before, but
he's that was Kyle Busch. He was built different.
Right. You know, rest in peace. Christopher Bell, he can't grip the steering wheel. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
It'll probably be fine at like Chicagoland, and once we get back to the ovals, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to be at like North Wilkesboro or something.
That's going to be interesting to follow.
William Byron too, I'm a little worried about, but
William Byron's having an awful year.
He had a great run going yesterday, but then he like hit the wall and gave the car like significant damage. He finished like multiple laps down. Like he threw away so many points into the San Diego Bay or whatever the heck that river's called.
I mean, Briscoe's ahead of both of them now. Briscoe was way behind for quite a while. So Bell, Byron, they're 12th and 13th. I mean, they're not in a comfortable spot because right below them is where the cut line essentially is, because Eric Jones is 14th +10. Austin Cindric +8 and 15th, and Ryan Preece +5 in that final chase spot. And then, of course, SVG 17th.
It is getting tight. There is only 50 points separating 14th through 22nd. Like, it is incredibly tight.
Well, let's keep going. 18th is Joey Logano, -10. He's been around 18th in points, I feel like, the last
the entire year.
Yeah.
No, the entire year, though, low-key.
19th, Brad Keselowski, -13. AJ Allmendinger is only -21.
He had a really good points day. He got points, I think, in both the stages. He got points. Yeah, he got top 5 in both stages and the race. Amazing points day.
Michael McDowell 21st minus 34. That's not that far. Ross Chastain, we've talked about him. I feel like he's gaining a little bit.
He got caught 40. Up in the Hocevar thing.
Okay.
As everyone does every week. But no, when Hocevar got turned, he got a piece of it. So.
And then after that, you got Zane Smith, Riley Herbst, we've mentioned him earlier. He's definitely moving up in points.
Yeah. Yeah, and Riley Herbst 24th really surprised me because
yeah, that's good for him.
I'm not saying he's a dark horse to make the chase, but no. I don't know.
I think Zane Smith is probably as far as I could see someone making the leap, unless Riley Herbst starts knocking out top 5s on multiple tracks like he did it. He was running up there in San Diego. He finished 8th, but if he could start doing that more and more, maybe. But I don't see that.
The thing is if any of those guys around 20th get a win, they're going to jump up so many spots.
Oh, yeah. If AJ Allmendinger or Michael McDowell wins Sonoma, they're going to be in the top 16. Or if not, they're going to be right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very interesting. Anything else notable? I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Chastain recovered to finish 7th, by the way. I just checked my spreadsheet. Okay. So even he got a piece of that, but he recovered to finish 7th. But yeah, I liked the race yesterday because it felt like a driver's race in a way. You were never out of it. We saw that with Bubba Wallace. We saw that with really everyone all weekend. As long as you're alive when stage 3 starts, you could still win the race. Yeah. And maybe that's why a part of why I like the race.
So I'm looking at the left side. Who's going to fall out? I am a little concerned for Bell and Byron, as you pointed out. But I'm kind of looking at Austin Cindric.
He keeps blending in
the best.
Me. He's just like one of the NPCs. Was he in the race yesterday?
He has a bright ass yellow car. I feel like he's hard to miss, but I don't remember seeing him.
I don't remember seeing him. How is he still in the chase? He finished 22nd yesterday, allegedly. Allegedly. Also, Daniel Suarez is still the biggest surprise of the season. How is he still just chilling?
I'm shocked. I was so wrong about Daniel Suarez.
We were wrong. Yeah.
We are so sorry, Suarez.
Wow.
And I think if anyone were to jump in, it'd be SVG, but it's going to have to be Sonoma with a win, I think. And he's going to have really good qualifying out in the ovals.
He was supposed to have a plus 60 to the cut line.
Yeah.
After next week. Now he won't have that. He might have plus 30 now.
Yeah.
We'll see. They might want to prioritize stage points because SVG has the ability to come through the pack. Prioritize stage points.
Well, let's move on to hot topics, which means it's time to talk about IndyCar.
Uh-oh.
IndyCar was at Road America. Alex Palou got a speeding penalty, but didn't get punished for it anyway because a caution came out very conveniently after that. He finished 5th.
I think it did kind of still cost him the win, though.
Yeah, but he still finished 5th.
He still finished 5th. It's a bad race for Alex Palou.
Horrible day for Alex Palou. Finished 5th. Disappointing. Marcus Armstrong was leading really late. He had an engine failure. That sucks for him.
That's the second, because he was kind of close to winning the Indy 500. He was side by side with Rosenquist. This is kind of the second big gutting moment for him this month. It feels like. So that kind of sucks.
Christian Rasmussen had a hybrid failure right under the start-finish line.
And that's after
the hybrids, man.
They tuned down the hybrids this week in response to all of the reliability issues that the hybrids been having. And then it still happened anyways in pure IndyCar fashion. Thank you, Honda.
Thank you, Honda.
Thank you, Honda, for ruining the best open wheel series in America. Anyways, thanks. But in good news, Christian Lundgaard won.
I was going to say a Honda did not win the race. Christian Lundgaard won.
Chevy, yay! Christian Lundgaard, happy Pride Month, guys! Yay! Woo!
If you know, you know. Christian Lundgaard Wow. Good for him.
He's because kind of overtaking Pato O'Ward as like McLaren's number one.
Yeah. I mean, in points, Lundgaard's fourth and Pato is fifth, but quite a ways behind Lundgaard.
Yeah. 2 wins this year. Like that's in the most recent natural terrain road courses. Well, yeah, sure. Like that's really impressive to kind of capture that moment. David Malukas, I believe, got second, and he's also second in points, which, you know, that first
has
one
gotten
is
second a lot this year.
It's coming for him soon. That first one's coming for him soon, and it might not even just be on an oval. That's the thing about Malukas. He's performing at every track right now. He kind of looks he's fitting right into Penske. That's kind of
you know what's really cool? The top four in points. Palou is Ganassi. Second is Malukas for Penske. Third is Kyle Kirkwood with Andretti, and fourth is Christian Lundgaard with McLaren.
There is a lot
one
of diversity.
Of each big four.
Yeah. And you know, we have like stories like Lundgaard and I feel like Malukas that are, you know, they're number ones for the team and they're not really expected to be. You know. So IndyCar's having, and something that has really made this IndyCar season a lot more interesting is the fact that they're actually throwing cautions. And as someone that hates cautions, you know, I'm a little conflicted on it.
That Rasmussen caution a year ago, they would have let him sit there for a while.
No, a month ago.
A month ago.
Like they did to his teammate.
Yeah, for the same thing.
I don't hate how it's mixing up the results in a way, because it's, you know, was that all they had to do to solve the Alex Palou dominance? Just throw some yellows? Did someone sabotage his pit limiter? Maybe.
It didn't work out for NASCAR trying to stop Jimmy Johnson IndyCar. I don't know if it's going to work here, but
I can't. SVG and Alex Palou did not win their races this weekend. That is actually crazy. Like, you maybe if one of them didn't, that's expected but for both of them to not win their races, that's actually a really big upset in both races. If you think about it. But yeah, their next race is at Mid-Ohio on 4th of July weekend. Like, every time we go to a Mario Kart track that's in the middle of nowhere, me and Alex both go like, oh, look, it's Mid-Ohio. Listen, there's a lot of historical significance with IndyCar and Mid-Ohio. It's not that I know.
I couldn't tell you what that track looks like, to be so honest with you.
Well, there's grass.
There's grass.
There's hills. The most significant moment I remember was from an Xfinity race where it was like Jacques Villeneuve and Regan Smith. It was like a last lap pass. Yeah, that's all I remember. But yeah, Joseph's won there.
The next IndyCar race is 4th of July weekend, and as you said, at Mid-Ohio. You have in here in the doc, Jimmy Johnson needs to run more truck races.
Oh my God. I thought we were about to witness an historical moment on Friday.
Can I say something?
Say something.
I was minding my business, not watching the truck race. I gave up.
Stop.
And Zack texts me, Jimmy Johnson is in second. You need to turn on the truck race. And I'm like, oh my God, what? and here's the kicker. Zach's like, yeah, and the guy in first is on a different strategy. Jimmy Johnson's going to lead this race. You said something like that, not verbatim.
Something.
And I was like, what? Jimmy Johnson's going to win the truck race? I'm turning this on. An hour and a half later, they finally finished the stupid race. Jimmy Johnson wrecked out, I think. I don't even remember.
Okay, but he was competitive as hell. As someone that actually watched the truck race, he was very competitive. I felt like I was 8 years old again watching Jimmy Johnson.
God.
Patreon member Dirt says Jimmy Jam at San Diego in the truck was bananas. Unk still got it. Jimmy, and I'm glad, listen, I'm glad Jimmy has decided that the Daytona 500 next year will be his last race. Because he doesn't need to be messing around with the cup car. The car's stupid, and everyone in that series tries way too hard.
Yeah.
Jimmy needs to take his little retirement home tour to the truck series or the O'Reilly series. If you put Jimmy Johnson in the O'Reilly car, in a fast O'Reilly car at Dover, He will finish in front of Justin Allgaier by 10 seconds. No, he won't.
No, he won't.
but if you do it in a truck race, he might. I'm just saying, like, it's just, I think everyone wants to see Jimmy Johnson win just one more NASCAR race.
Yeah.
Just one more. It doesn't need to be Cup. It shouldn't be Cup. It won't be Cup. That's the thing. It won't be Cup. He doesn't.
Daytona 500. Anyone can win that thing.
But I think Jimmy had fun this weekend. I think he needs to run more races in those series because it's good for the sport. It was a feel good moment. It's kind of like how Dale Jr. ran O'Reilly races.
I'm curious if he's like done, or if he's going to do truck and O'Reilly.
I think after this weekend, he might be thinking about it because Jimmy Johnson is so. He reminds me of myself in a way because he kind of just does whatever the flavor of the year. He was an
IMSA driver for a while. He was an IndyCar driver for a couple years, and then he came back and did 15 Cup races for a year, and now he's a team owner in Cup. he does whatever.
And someone said something. The Prime post race show, they were talking about how Denny Hamlin is really good at picking drivers because he got to race against them. And I'm like, well, what if Jimmy Johnson races in trucks or O'Reilly, races against drivers, and gets to scout them out firsthand?
Yeah.
Like, think about it like that. Like, he races against someone in trucks. He's like, you know what? I want you for my Cup team. That's cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
I'm just saying. Come on, Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy.
If you're unaware, Prime is done for the year for NASCAR. It now goes to TNT. You can stream it on HBO Max. I'm not that excited for TNT, to be honest with you. It's the most forgettable TV company NASCAR has right now.
I don't remember what their broadcasts were like last year, to be honest with you.
It's similar to Prime, but the production's different. Like the TV, on-air people, most of them are the Prime people, but the production's very different.
And a part of what makes Prime so good is the desk and Daniel Trotta and just the post-race show. And TNT's not going to have that to the same extent.
They're going to have Marty Smith doing a studio show.
Snyder. Or is it Marty Smith? Is it actually Marty Smith?
Marty Smith.
Oh, when you sent me that, I thought it said Marty Snyder. Oh,
and Marty. Oh. So Marty Snyder is going to do a pre and post race show, but Marty Smith is doing a in studio kind of thing. I don't know exactly what it looks like. I'm thinking
what Shannon Spake used to do.
Yeah, I think so.
This broadcast is presented by Mother's Polish. Oh, that's Nicole Briscoe.
That's Nicole Briscoe.
That's
a whole different series.
Queen.
That's Formula One.
My queen.
So I don't entirely know what it looks like. We'll know this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Shannon Spake's going to be in the pits now instead of hosting the pre and post race show. So I have thoughts, but I will keep them to myself.
You know what I'm excited for, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
In 6 weeks. Hi, folks. Lee Diffie here.
That's
what I'm excited for. It's
time to bring the action.
It's time to bring the action in 6 weeks for the chase, for the championship.
Ooh, dude.
If that doesn't get your blood pumping, oh my gosh.
Lee
Diffie's going to be calling a championship battle.
Alan Bestwick calling the chase races late 2010s or early 2010s. Vibes.
I don't think anyone understands how generational this chase is going to be.
I think it's going to be really good.
It's going to be some of the best NASCAR we've seen in a decade. It's going to be good.
Let's talk about NASCAR at Sonoma, our fantasy picks. You got a point for Tyler Reddick, who finished 25th, and I had SVG, who finished 37th.
Good points day for me.
We were close.
Good points day.
So I am behind now, and I am going to stick with SVG.
I think
it's there. Who you got?
I think this season is a lot like 2011. I just mentioned we're going to have a great chase. That season also had a bunch of first-time winners. I think we're going to get another first-time winner.
Who's Brian Vickers and who's the Tony Stewart? Wasn't that 2011 that Tony Stewart ended up?
Oh, well, I'm talking about, but I don't know. Probably.
I think it's going to be
Hocevar. It's going to be Hocevar and...
Oh, Hocevar's Brian Vickers. Okay.
Anybody. Like, yeah, it's going to be Hocevar. Wait, Tony Stewart. It's got to be a veteran. It's going to be, maybe it's Denny. Maybe Denny's having a bad day at Sonoma. Maybe he's caught up back in the pack.
And who won the championship in 2011?
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up right now. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Okay.
Shut the hell up.
Okay.
You're right.
Who's your pick?
No, I don't care who I'm picking now. I'm like, Connor Zilish is going to win the race.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't know. I feel like he has not gotten a fair shot at the road course races this year.
No.
Like, he had a really good run at COTA, but something happened, didn't it? Or
yeah, he got spun on a restart in turn 1. That's
the thing. He hasn't had a fair shot at the road course races this year. I think Sonoma's going to
be probably the worst race of the year with this car, unfortunately.
I mean, it's going to be calm.
It's going to be bad.
Sonoma's we go to Sonoma to drink wine and for the little curb hopping photography. That's why we go to Sonoma. It's worth it.
It's going to be very straightforward.
It's like vacation for all the teams. It's a road course. It doesn't really matter for the chase.
Vacation.
They get to drink wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's chill. It's a chill weekend in California. It's great.
Honestly, it's a good race to put after San Diego. I know it's a lot of road courses back to back, but you're going from chaos to Sonoma.
Yeah. And I'm glad Sonoma's back in Pride Month. I love Sonoma in June. Because when they legalized same-sex marriage, it was the weekend that they were at Sonoma in 2015.
Do you think Ally is going to do the Pride sticker this year?
Oh, the sticker?
Uh-huh.
Because I really want that sticker. Mm-hmm. What am I, in elementary school?
The Pride logo? Like, are they
do you want anything? A sticker, Alex?
I'd love a sticker.
Oh, you want a little rainbow sticker? Do you want glitter on it? I hope they put glitter on the sticker. I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn if they put a sticker on the car. I really don't. At this point, here's the thing. I want a Pride paint scheme. I don't want any stickers. I want a Pride paint scheme. That's all. Okay.
I don't think we're going to get it this year, but maybe in 2029. Maybe by then.
Maybe. Okay.
When the pendulum has swung. Let's wrap up this episode. Thank you to our Patreon members for joining the discussion throughout the episode. $2 a month on patreon.com/gayracingpod. You can join that. And make sure you check out the Alyssa Moore G-Wiz episode we did. That was so much fun. Our $5 a month tier Patreon members got that a little early. So if you want any other future episodes early that we may do, you can do that there. Like and subscribe on YouTube and leave 5 stars on all the podcast platforms, and follow us on the socials at Gay Racing Pod, at New Gaiden, and Dreamy Zack Racing.
And we'll see y'all next week to talk about NASCAR at Sonoma. See y'all then. Bye-bye.
Bye.